So,
Thanks so much for doing this, and I'll let you get started. Remember, you got 10 minutes. I'll be timing you. You ready to go?
yeah, right.
And get out of your way and go.
When I started to be a teacher, and some of my coworkers, they were often getting an error or the mistake that we just evaluate memory. Remember questions. For example, match the definition with the right word is just memory. We might think that it's not the memory. Complete the blank is just memory. Even if we try to make them to put another word to replace that, it's just memory because they just have to understand the meaning of what they have to replace. Or if we do it like in a language class, like describe the physical appearance of someone, those are just memory examples. If you go to the web, if you search, you will have examples like this, like fill in the blank is memory, describe persons is memory. Even if we put it in colors, or even if we try to new type of font to make it like font for the students, it's just memory. It's just remember. A way to change this, or a way that I found to change this, was taxonomy, administrative taxonomy. That is not something, it was something that was developed in 1956, but it was, like we can say, updated in 2001. What it is like they have categorized the skills that we need to learn. Remember, we go through all these stages, and we can make the street of learning for our students smoother, like we didn't have it when we were like growing up or studying. When we use it, we have like the main stage is remember, what we always know as prior knowledge. We also have it divided in two main groups. We have lots, that is the lower order thinking skills, and we have remember, understand, and apply. What is good about this updated the taxonomy has is that in 2001, they make the specific word for each one of these stages, so it will be easier to identify what is the type of evaluation that I'm doing, that is in my evaluation are all these stages presented or not. After we go from the lots, we can go to the HOTS, that is the higher order thinking skill. In this one we have another 3 more categories. We come from analyze to create. What it is good about this is that if we follow the sequence, our students will go from the main base that we all have, remember. All have something to remember, we all have prior knowledge. And from that base we build the following learning. This is an example for preschool teachers. I'm sorry, for preschool students. We have the same questions that we always put them, like, that are very obvious. And when the answers are very obvious, the students can think about the answer, they just do it by memory. If you want to really challenge them, because you can do it at this age, you can put another options. Like, okay, for the clothes, I know that I have to pick up the rain boots, but that rain boots, they go with what? With a bathing suit or with a raincoat? The same one for the rabbit eat. We know that they eat carrots because there is some popular knowledge, but if we tell them what happens if we don't have it, what else can they eat? Because you can compare the carrot with meat. They can say that both of them are food. So in the moment that they have to evaluate the answer, that yeah, meat is food, but I have never seen a rabbit eating a pork chop. So they will have to think about the answer, and they will go to vegetable. If they don't go to vegetable, it means that they just learn the things by memory. In that moment, you are developing another type of skills. You are developing another type of skill. I teach content. I'm a science teacher also. And in my science class, we have a lot of definitions to learn. What we do is that we don't focus on the content that we have to teach. We focus on the abilities or the skills. For example, I already have all the answers here. What can I do? Well, I can answer something else to see if they really understand it or if they can apply it. For example, do I use energy? They may say no, because it's not in pages. But if you can tell them that everything that is around you uses energy, what type of energy will we use? Then we have to start to think. Then we have to try to put them in one of the categories. Am I using solar energy, heat energy, light energy, electricity? And it comes questions. What it is good about this is that they are going to start having the question instead of you always going to prompt it with questions. And they will feel like they are challenged, that the knowledge that they are learning is good for something. It's not just going to stay in the books. Another type of examples that I have that I really like are knowledge. Time and time we see that students with very early ages have to learn very abstract concepts. And analogies are very good for them. For example, this is an example that one of the students gave me in one of my classes. We were talking about energy, how the energy was transferred to one place to another. And he said that he had an example how to tell the classmates what he really understood was that all the energy comes from it goes from heat to cold place. What he told me was that energy goes like in a party truck. The pump tire when the energy gets to that part. Most of the time, it's a cold place. So that is a way that he made something very abstract, something more concrete, and that he can work with it till he gets to an age where he doesn't need these very concrete examples. When we go through these stages, when you already go from remember, understand, and apply, they already know how to analyze things. They can start to evaluate, and then they can start to create something from their own, not something that you have given to them. For example, because what is the best way to move this table in which I use less amount of energy or force? There is no wrong answer really, because they are very variable. They can say, well, I am little, so I'm going to do it this way. Well, I'm taller, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm stronger. The point is not that it's going to be always perfect, good answer, and there is only one thing that they can answer. The thing with most of the time, when you get to these stages where they can evaluate and they can rate, is that they can see that it doesn't matter the road that you take. What it matters is that it's your journey, and the knowledge is going to be yours forever. Because instead of just put content in your head, they are developing skills that are going to be good in a language class, in a science class, or in their Spanish topic. Because every day we do this. We do evaluate and we do create new answers for our life. The one that I like a lot is evaluating. I really like them to give me answers for the questions that I just made up or that they made up for me. And one of the questions that they also gave to me was, hey, the sun gives us solar energy. And I said, yeah. And the sun, right. And I said, yeah. And they said, so which one is more important? And I said, I don't know. And he said, how did you don't know? And I said, well, probably for me it will be light because I like to see a lot of things. And probably I get blind and it would be very sad. But if you ask somebody else, they probably say heat because they might live in a very cold place. And without the heat from the sun, it will be very difficult to live in those places. So they realize there is no right answer. There is no answer. It is just about how they justify what they already They already have the definitions, they already have the concept, and now they can create their own answers, and then they can create new questions. And it's very, very important in our education that our students are very active, that our students learn more by their own experience, and that they can transport these definitions. After you finish all of this stuff, you can say to yourself that you are, after a lot of gray hairs, you as a teacher, then you are the masters of the Bloom's taxonomy.
Are you making fun of my gray hair?
No, I don't know. No. But if you make the comparison, you mean that you are the master of the masters.
Okay, great. Well, thanks. That was wonderful. And
Thanks to you.
my camera's not showing up, but we'll fix that. And thanks so much for skipping ahead and doing it. And
No problem.
we'll talk soon. Okay?
Yep, we'll talk soon. Thank you for the opportunity.